Hey there folks, it's great to have you all back here at Crypto Blitz, where you can get all your crypto fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am your host, Ripple Winkle. First Saturday of March marks the end of the first quarter. Only 30 days left, is that correct? Only 31 days left. In my opinion, this month will be a bullish one. The cryptocurrency markets are due for a turnaround, in my opinion. After what seems like an eternity of declining pressure, I think we will finally break out of it. There will be some big news soon. Do not miss this opportunity. The White House, a cryptocurrency summit, and yet another, a conclusion has been reached in the Ripple vs. SEC case. Awaiting your review of the most recent dropped case, in my opinion, this was more significant than the Ripple vs. SEC case because, contrary to what the SEC claims, this one included fraud as well as the sale of illegal securities. Let's hop on a green-flipped 84551-bit Bitcoin. In the last 24 hours, Ethereum has risen 3.75%, reaching 2,156. At the moment, it's 0.2%. Following dollar pegs, USDT and USDC will enter the market after crossing the $2 mark. XRP is simply relaxing. The total has climbed back up to $2.13. Its total market cap for cryptocurrencies has increased by more than 3%, aiming to surpass the 2.77 trillion mark set in 2020, the all-time high. I am certain that we can resume our ascent once we reach the 3 trillion mark, the first major milestone. By the quarter's end, we should be nearing 4 trillion. You need not be afraid of the bull run. It will begin in the second quarter and set us up for the remainder of the year. You can find it here. The exchange's announcement that XRP leverage trading is going live soon was made by Michael Branch. Investors will be able to use leverage of up to 2x to profit from XRP price fluctuations. We're discussing the potential transfer of XRP derivatives to a different exchange, Bitflyer. If my memory serves me correctly, Bitflyer is an exchange based in South Korea. They mention 2x leverage, which may not sound like much, but it's still leverage trading. 4XRP is set to launch soon. This is significant because futures and leverage trading generate substantial revenue. Bitflyer has expanded its offerings to include XRP and Ethereum, in addition to Bitcoin CFD and the Japanese yen. The announcement boasts that the exchange has been the leading Bitcoin trading platform in Japan for the past 9 years running. A huge accomplishment, folks, and that they are now partnering with X Leverage to launch XRP and Ethereum. Be careful what you say to Ando. He needs your undivided attention. We convened top executives at the Ando Summit as stated. The Ando Nexus and Ando Chain were unveiled. They worked together with BitGo, Stellar, MasterCard, and World Liberty Finance. Also, Ando collaborated with Ripple and Chainlink, and Patrick McHenry's appointment as vice chairman has just been announced. Pay close attention to Ando. Real-world tokenized assets should not be overlooked. It will play a pivotal role in the future. Many of the major investment firms planning to enter the cryptocurrency market will target tokenized assets with a real-world component. I think those are probably trading at around $1 right now, and I don't even need to look. Indeed, we will retrieve it because why not? I'm in on it for around $7 and $8. You can see it sitting there at 98 cents. I managed to accumulate quite a bit on the last day. This is great. I think it's a fantastic buy at the moment, and I think we can reach $10 this cycle, and that's being extremely conservative. I also think it could be one of the biggest runners in 2025, with a possible blow-off peak, $30 or 30 times. We have entered spring. Dr. Fender said, you should try Crypto Spring since I do. February is typically a very bullish month for cryptocurrency, but this year it was anything but. His XRP rebounded after reaching our lowest Fibonacci levels. The framework we established in February is finally taking shape, and that makes me happy. According to him, we have backers at 244, 299, and 585, where our upper target is sitting. The live XRP chart I pulled up here shows that there are 2 bands of support for the cryptocurrency, with prices ranging from $1.64 to $1.74. The one directly above it is priced between $1.90 and $2. We will almost be done with that once that is broken. We're in a bit of a limbo here. As for me, I anticipate the target for your breakout will be the level between 265 and 282, which we have discussed extensively on this channel. An upward push is necessary to get us there. When trying to break over a whole number, there is always a little resistance around the areas of 282, 299, 3, 4, and 5, which is why you hear a lot of people talking about those numbers as major resistance. From what I can tell, it won't be too difficult to get through. Hopefully, we will see a tremendous rally into the $4 to $5 region either this month or early next month once 282 is broken. What the hey, let's check out these wild ones. He kindly mentions that we have witnessed similar declines and corrections at this stage of the market, so there's no need to worry if you're only here for a moment. It's happened around 7 times to us. You shouldn't be be worried about it. As far as his end and this bull run are concerned, nothing has changed. Listen, I told you we're going to take off in a big way soon. We should go in now. I am still offering low prices. What's coming is something you won't want to miss when you look back and realize that you could have gotten in at the ground floor prices in March, February, and March. You will be kicking yourself. You know what he said, so I refrain from doing it. Terrified Funds produces no revenue. Give it a listen. Our collective opinions. I understand. Now we will examine these stages of correction. Those of you who have stuck with me thus far have probably forgotten the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6% setbacks. The one that happened last summer was particularly bad. The volatility is an advantage, not a disadvantage, and that is how we handle it. In order to navigate these enormous rips when they occur, you must possess volatility. This is our current situation. This is not new to us. We ought to be approaching bottoming out at this point. Even after those 7 pullbacks, our returns from the low have been 600%. Oh my god, it hit 110 and is now at 80? You completely forgot about those. All you hear are kids making fucking noise. I mean it really. Bitcoin was still in its early stages of adoption in 2017, so there were more severe market corrections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30% plus, and even 40%. Because of the earlier stage of the cycle, this is now more volatile than Solana. It resembles Ethereum more. It's more typical of others. Bitcoin has experienced a 20-30% correction 5 times. For that reason, you shouldn't freak out about this. We were already aware of that CME gap before we looked into this. Look at him. A heartbeat monitor identified Richard. The SEC filed a lawsuit against him. Investors allegedly gave him money to spend on pointless luxury items. The SEC sued him approximately 2 years ago, and this article is about that time. In 2023, Hart allegedly started marketing Hex in 2018, making claims about it being the first high-yield blockchain certificate of deposit. He started promoting Hex tokens as a way to get rich quick, according to the SEC's complaint. It was obvious that this was a Ponzi scheme, fraud, or scam. He was being pursued by the SEC. So you know what? This case was recently dropped by the... He managed to raise more than $1 billion, folks. A whopping $1 billion was involved in this fraudulent case. We already have a ruling that XRP is not a security, so the question is, why is the Rippleverse SEC really delaying out what they want to do? My best guess is that they want the new head of the SEC to officially step in. The Rippleverse SEC case is not about fraud, but rather about unregistered securities. Everyone is hoping he'll be the one to make the announcement. So, the SEC's public persona changes, huh? From villain to bully. That's their transformation. In my opinion, that will set off the bull run in the market going ahead. I get the impression that they're holding off on announcing the dismissal of this lawsuit until the very end. Really, the Kraken case is all that remains. That, in my opinion, will likely be dropped next week. After that, the Rippleverse SEC battle comes down to timing. When the markets are rising, I'd prefer to see the lawsuit drop than when the wind is blowing in the opposite direction. I see. After that, there's this. An inaugural crypto summit will be held at the White House. The 7th of March arrives, just a short distance away. Maybe this is the moment when we discover it.